Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 12 of Crusader Kings 2 as the Duke of Gangavadi. And once again, a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter Gamer Cowboy for sponsoring this entire series. Thank you very much. So in the last video, we managed to, well, grab quite a few more provinces that we can call our own. So we now actually have a triple Duke title, which is not particularly great because we are currently 50 years old and we still have title loss on succession. So two of our other duchies will go to our sons. Actually, no, it only looks like yeah, two of our duchies will go to our sons and one of our counties. Now, if we could grab this kingdom here, that would be a little bit more useful. But we need to try and get a claim, which is what we are currently working on. Might be a little bit tricky, but we will see how that goes. So let's go ahead and unpause the game. We are in another war, which is our Liege's War, which we're not particularly bothered about, to be quite fair. So we really need a CB if we want to go and attack this guy. I mean, we technically could give it a go. Council support, no. So you don't have any pacts. If I were to declare war on you, the only thing that I've got is a border dispute over this one province. The problem with border dispute is it would cost me karma and gold, and it's gold that I can't afford. And it would also upset all of the landed characters of our religious group, because it's an unjustified war. If we did win the war, we would gain the county and not much else. So I think we'll have to wait and try and get a claim. We are actually trying to fabricate, or at least I think I'm trying to fabricate a claim. These guys down here, I think that's my spy master and my chancellor. So we're trying to fabricate a claim on that. We'll see what we get here. What have we got here? To my liege, the brave pilgrim. It has not escaped me that several of your commanders lack formal training in military tactics. I would like to offer my services by training 3 of them. The use of advanced battlefield stratagems. A most generous offer. For this I will owe him. No, sure, why not? Get some better commanders, could be useful. Righteous imprisonment. Who is this? This is our son. Why do we have righteous imprisonment of our son Lucas with the terrible stats? What are you up to? Are you plotting? You are plotting. You are plotting to kill my granddaughter, right? And how many more sons do we have? So we've got Lucas, and then we've got Thakur. So is that Thakur's daughter that he's trying to kill? No, surely it's not his own, is it? Bavanga. Who are you plotting to kill? Oh, I see. I see where you're going with that. It's Gamer Cowboy's daughter. Right. Okay, let's go ahead and arrest him. We got him. And, because if we can reduce the number of sons we've got that we allow to inherit, that'll make things a lot easier for us, really. Because he's going to get 2 of our titles. If we can stop that from happening, it'll all help. And I'm sorry, Lucas, but you don't have particularly good stats, so it's not all that great. We might be able to do something to remove him. I mean, we could execute. It's not a great idea, but we can go ahead and we could banish. Banished characters might escape with their lives, but they are forced to abdicate their titles and their wealth is confiscated. We'd become tyrannical. Other vassals' opinions go down by -40. We could throw in the oubliette, which would reduce his diplomacy and health. So let's go ahead and do that. So we don't really get any negative penalties for that, but there's obviously more chance that he will succumb. There is a threat there, which is you. What are you? You are the Thacker, which I think is a Duke of Madari, which is this one here. And you seem like quite a threat. You're trying something interesting, aren't you? What are you trying to do? You are a powerful vassal. You're angry for not being on the council. You'd make a very good spy master. What's my current spy master? My current spy master is only 15. Let's appoint the guy who's angry for not being on the council. And let's go and send you anywhere away. Unfortunately, there are still a few places that are out of our range, because we can't get all the way over to Europe. Where is best for us in terms of technology? Where would be a good place? It would be nice if we could overlay these two maps, which I think we can. Some of these over here. Let's just go and send you a long way away and see what happens. Keep you out of the way. We'll see if that threat goes down. There's a little bit... Yeah, his threat has actually gone down now. Okay, well, that's the start, I suppose. Now then, what's our chances of our Chancellor getting that claim? 15.78% yearly. Do we have anyone higher than a 16? We do not. Peasants are quite far apart and spread out. Your spy master suggests in a provincial messenger system. Yeah, sure, it'll give us some prosperity, some prestige and supply limit. It does cost us 9 ducats, but that's not terrible. As long as he's not pocketing the money himself to use against us, we should be fine. So yeah, it's not too bad at the moment. We could also take a vow of celibacy. Let's go ahead and do that, actually. Gives us monthly karma. And by taking that vow of celibacy, we're actually making sure we don't get any more sons and split the realm up even more. We could take a concubine. Got a random courtier here who has gout. And she's depressed. She's chaste. It's just... There's not an awful lot of point taking a concubine at the minute while I'm celibate. I'm still really not a particular fan of this society. It does feel a little bit boring. Some titles being usurped. What do we get for the next one? Teach virtue. Convert county. They just don't seem to be that great, is all. Okay, fine. Well, we'll push on with that and see what we can get. So that'll be our steward and our marshal. You are trying to do a religious conversion. I'm guessing you haven't quite managed it yet. Because we want everything to be Jain. Well, most of our stuff is Jain. And a little bit of stuff here is Hindu. So, do we want to be Jain? I guess we probably do, don't we? I don't want to be invited to your plot. So, if we were to convert to Jainism... Hindu would lose some moral authority. We'd lose 500 prestige, and we'd gain 100 karma. That's actually not too bad. Prestige is already 2,500, and I think 2,000 is the maximum sort of bonus you get for... so let's do it. 2,000 is the maximum where you get opinion from. Jainism is a religion with strong traditions divided into two main branches. We must choose from one. So one gives us more health, and the other one gives us more vassal opinion. Let's go for more health. It'd be nice if we can actually live a little bit longer. Let's also just go and take our Upadhyaya. Take him out of there and just put him back in again, just to make sure he is trying to convert to the correct religion. Why are these now showing as the wrong colour. I think that's just because that's our holy site. Yeah, it contains the holy site of the Jain faith. So we'll start converting that one now if we can. We're losing some opinion with people, but that is fine. Let's go back to the realm so we can see what's going on here. It's now Talcad Ganga. This is getting really confusing when you're not familiar with the areas and you don't recognise like duchy names and county names. It's a lot easier when I'm playing in England, because at least I recognise what is supposed to be a county and what's supposed to be a petty kingdom. It has come to our attention that you no longer adhere to your true faith. We hope that while you realise your grave error and return to the Brahma, we cannot be lenient. You are banned from the Advaita Matha. So that throws us out of our society. But it does give us another society we can join, which I'm assuming is pretty much the same thing. We can't join it for a little while anyway. And again, it's the same sort of society. So we can rejoin it. 16th of May, we'll be able to do that. Saddle my horse, we'll try again. No important decisions are available. The following important decisions are available. Falsely confess faith. And what does that do for us? Confess to your liege's faith for political reasons while still practicing your faith in private. This will allow you to join or found your secret faith's society. So we could lose some purity. We could start secretly practicing the Jain religion, but convert to your liege's faith. Any non-zealous courtiers of your religion will have a chance to join you falsely confessing their faith. No, we'll leave it as it is. I think that'll be fine for now. I don't think we need to do that. Our liege has got problems of his own. He doesn't particularly like me. I don't particularly like him. But that's fine. Ah. So who are you? Left click to pan to location. Well, I don't care who you know, you got nothing to do with me. You can be whatever religion you want. I don't care. Now, if we could only just hurry up and get this claim. Because ideally what we want to do is get our own kingdom. That'd be fantastic. We're still going after that tiger. We still haven't got it yet. But yeah, this guy over here as well, this was just a kid. So it's another independent duke. We need more land to be able to gain a kingdom. I already have the hunter trait. So what difference does it make? Oh no, we didn't have it apparently. We had actually lost that for some reason. Well, it gives us some marshal, our marshal's actually pretty good now, to be honest. Well, that's fine. What's that negative one we've got there? There's +3 learning, hidden from the world at large. Oh. Oh, learning is pretty terrible. A weak claim can be pressed. Who is that against? That is against the Duke of Banavasi, which I have no idea where he is. It's my brother-in-law. And you are all the way up here, apparently. Yeah, I don't think we want to be pushing that. I mean, our lieges, the areas that our liege owns is getting pretty chopped up. He's not having a great time of everything. Don't want to do that. Though somewhat of a dubious provenance. What have we got here? Presented with evidence that somebody is plotting against me. How should I respond to this? So, that's the spy master. This is the guy that's plotting against me. Our options are to denounce him, giving me reasons for arrest and revocation, or keep the information to myself. He is wroth and proud. He's plotting treason against me. Is he really? You're not plotting against me. You're the one that's still plotting against me. Keep the information to myself. Well, he's not plotting against me, but he is a threat. But I see no plot there, so I'm not going to deal. I'm not going to do anything about that. It's not at this point anyway. Now, that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to check my liege and see how big his army is. 1.43k. Of course, he's probably got some alliances. No, he hasn't. He doesn't actually have any alliances. Interesting. I mean, we could declare war for independence. Could certainly declare a war for independence. What is the rule for forming your own kingdom? I've forgotten. It's here, isn't it? No, it's under intrigue. Used to be an option here to form a kingdom. Found a new kingdom. There we go. You need 300 gold. Need to be independent. Over 1,000 prestige and have a realm size equal or larger to 35 and hold 3 duchy titles. So if we had 300 gold and we were independent, we could form our own kingdom. That might be what I want to do. Let's try and get some more gold together. Ideally, we need to be able to... because he's in another war, but he's in a war that he's winning. So we really need to be able to take advantage of a war that he's losing. But certainly getting independence would be great for us. He is also infirm. I mean, it is quite possible that he may die fairly soon, and should he die, it'll upset balance in the realm for a little while. That might give us a chance to go in there and get something done. But yeah, he's got 1.43k troops. It is going down slightly. We've actually got more than that, to be honest. We do have more troops than he does. We do have a good amount of troops there. Do we actually have any allies? No, we've got a defensive pact because of our ally. No, this is our wife. There's no pact here. It's just a non-aggression pact. So there's no alliance. Right, my ruler is just raised up all of his armies. Now that is interesting. Don't want to come to your plot. So if you've just raised all of your armies, we're in the same war. Although you've just suddenly lost a huge amount of war. Your army just got wiped here by this stack. I see. His army's currently all over the place. Oh, this is so tempting to try and jump on his armies while they're all sort of split and fragmented. So tempting. In fact, it's so tempting, I think we might actually have to go for it. How big an army can I field? 2k. I've got to do this. It's got to be done. Let's go ahead and declare war for independence. Because if he dies, the war will end. You don't have any pacts. No. Good. So we'll declare war, independence, hit send. And then we're going to have quite a few armies that we are hostile to. Let's go ahead and raise all of our armies. We instantly catch that stack right there. These other stacks here should all be fine. But I'm just going to get everybody else sort of together. If that 65 stack tries to come back, I mean, he won't. He'd be suicide if he tried it. But let's try and get everybody into one. Let's try and get everybody into one province if we can, and beat that 65 stack. This is kind of what the plan is here: is do as much damage as we can as quickly as we can, while he's having to re-raise all of these levies. That'll make life a little bit easier for us. Let's try and get everybody together. Now, let's have a quick look at the diplomatic map. So basically, anywhere that's red, we want to be sieging out here, which we can certainly do. Lots of places here to siege. We might as well stay sieging this one. So it belongs to another count, but it is a county capital, so we might as well go ahead and do that. We'll wait till everybody arrives. Right, he does have an army coming in, which is very nice of him. Let's get everybody together. Let's go and group you up. Now then, you are missing a... we've got a 12, a 7, and I don't want to lead it myself because that's just... No, I'm leading the centre myself, aren't I? That's just risky. Let's put you in on that side. So there is a fairly big stack there. Now I'm going to let... Oh, we've just lost our spy master. Well, at least he's not going to be plotting against us anymore. Our wife doesn't like us. Well, I didn't imprison your child. That will apparently go away in 8 years. But she probably shouldn't be spy master. So you can go ahead and be our spy master. And you can go and attempt to steal technology, though there probably isn't really much to steal, down here. Okay, so let's carry on with this. I at least want to try and finish this siege, because it is going relatively well. It's only going down 8.3 every 12 days, which is fairly slow. But that'll be more than enough time for us to do that, and then march over here and get rid of this army. I'm really, really not a big fan of leading the centre here. I just know what my luck is like. Whenever I lead the centre, I get dead. So let's not go and do that. Let's go ahead and just put... Our generals aren't particularly great, and I admit that, but... Or our commanders aren't particularly great, but I still think this is a better way of doing it. We've got Harden here, who's a 20. He should be leading the centre if anybody is. And then we've got a 16. Why aren't you leading the... Why are these so terrible? And then we've got an 11 here as well. So all of these people who are like really good leaders, not in charge of the current army. Who am I missing there? There was somebody that that I made a commander that isn't showing, and that is Harden. Why won't you do it? What are you up to? Are you on my council? You are. You are my steward. But you're not forbidden from leading armies. So why aren't you leading armies? What are you currently doing? Let's get you back from there. Now can I get you to lead the army? Yes, I can. So you lead the army. So we've got no steward at the moment. So that's a 20, a 16, and a... well, I'm not going to put myself in. We'll put the 11 guy in. That should be enough. Right, okay. Enough micromanagement for a minute. Let's go ahead and... so, oh, did you just get some defenders back? I'm sure that just went up. Not too sure what happened there. Either way, we should still win the siege before this guy does, although that is ticking down pretty quick. It's not as valuable a province for him anyway. Right, okay, we've got the siege. So before they have a chance to do anything else, he's actually trying to retreat. Well, we did force him to break his siege, which is a nice thing. One thing I hate about this map mode, which obviously it's a useful map mode because it does allow you to actually see where the enemy territory is, but you can't actually see what you've sieged and what you haven't sieged on this map mode, which I think is particularly bad design. Our Chancellor has now kicked the bucket. Let's go ahead and put... let's go ahead and put you in charge. And then we will get you to try and fabricate a claim down here. We probably don't need to do it now. But it is still sort of my backup plan, so that's what we're going to do. So yeah, he's still trying to raise armies. It's my intent to really not allow him to sort of group them together. We're going to keep going around and at every opportunity we get, basically getting some free kills here. So let's go ahead and just get the big ones. We don't need to siege too much more out. We've already got 57% here. So that's actually quite good. But yeah, we do need to win a few more battles against these armies. Maybe go and siege out his capital. Problem is, for us to do that, we've got a long march. We'll have to go very far to get that. And I'll just go around and just keep jumping on these stats. He's trying to get all of these guys grouped up together, which is understandable. I'd be trying to do the same thing if I was in his position. But he's got the issue at the moment where he doesn't really have enough units to siege anything anyway. I'm already at 94% here. I know we've gone over the 20-minute mark, but I am tempted to just try and finish this this war if I can. News from China. Status quo in China is over. Popular uprisings have broken out. Okay. So we might be able to start interacting with China again at some point, because currently they're isolationists, so we can't actually do anything. We have 98%, 100% there. There we go. We've won the war. Excellent. Offer peace. Enforce demands. And there we go. We are now an independent ruler. So if we just go back to this map mode, this is all ours now. And what we should do, one title can be created. We don't have the money, which is really unfortunate. Let's just go and drop all of our vassals at the moment. Pick a new ambition. Become king of a kingdom. Which kingdom is... That's this one. We don't want to become king of that kingdom. We've got to have our own. Let's see the realm prosper. Let's go for that one. And idle council members, which is now our steward, of course, because you were leading our army. So all we need to do is get up to 300 ducats. We are making a grand total of 7.33, which is not a lot. But as we're now independent, that helps. And we need to get there and do this before we die, please. That would be fantastic. Oh, I need to unpause the game. That helps. Unfortunately, this is not like EU4. You don't suddenly get like one massive chunk of money at the end of month tick. There we go. We've got enough money there. We can create a kingdom. At least it was saying... Oh, it's gone up now. Why did it suddenly go up? Why is that cost gone up? Of course, taking this would also give us some de jure claims on 5 other provinces. So it does give us the ability to take some more stuff. We need to get up to 312. We are almost there. Come on, we need to do this. 311. Come on, hang on for a few more years. 313. Right, there we go. Let's not risk it. Let's go ahead and push the button. We're going to lose some karma, which is fine. We're going to lose all of our gold, but we'll gain 400 prestige. And there we go. We have the Kingdom of Tamilakam. So we are a king already. And now there are some other kingdoms. So we can try and attack into some of these if we want. We've already beaten our old liege there. We can pick on these 2 kingdoms now with far greater ease. Now, this is Agnatic Elective Gavelkind, which is fine. So we want to nominate, which would probably be our son. We'll go with Hardan. He is homosexual, but he does have the better skills here. So let's nominate him as our successor. Now there will still be some title loss on succession. That title loss will be some of the duchies, but that doesn't matter because we will still be king. And as we're king, they'll still be our vassals. So even though we won't control the duchies directly, they will still be our vassals. That is absolutely fantastic. My wife has asked me to get rid of one of my courtiers who she finds mighty annoying, which is my Utpaya. And what would happen? Her opinion of me would go up. I'm not all that bothered about her opinion, to be honest. And there we go. I'm going to end the video there because we have gone nearly to the 30-minute mark, but I'm really happy with how we've done there. We've now got our own kingdom. Absolutely fantastic. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying CK2. Once again, a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter Gamer Cowboy for sponsoring this entire series. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.